Hey guys, what's up? It is November 20th, 2021, and it's about 5:30 in the morning. Um, I'm really actually excited about the verses we're going to talk about today. They're verses Genesis chapter 1, verse 20 to Genesis chapter 1, verse 23. And it's a small chunk, but I think it's a huge chunk at the same time. Um, it's in my Bible, it says day 5, birds and fish. So I'm going to read it to you guys and then we're going to talk about it. Um, it says, Then God said, Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind. So God created great sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swarms in the water, and every sort of bird, each producing offspring of the same kind. And God saw it was good. Then God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the 5th day. Birds and fish. I'm going to jump ahead in the Bible for a moment. First, birds. Noah sent out a dove to see if there was dry land. The dove came back with an olive branch. To fish, about fish, some of Jesus' disciples were fishermen. Simon Peter, John, James, Andrew. And Jesus used fish to show that he had power over the sea when he told them to throw their nets in the water one more time. And there was so much fish that it filled 2 boats and was almost sinking. And also Jesus used fish to feed the 5,000. There was 2 fish, and he multiplied it to feed all those people. I look at the birds. I love listening to them in the morning. I love seeing them. I love seeing their intricateness of each feather and each color that's on them and all that stuff. And to think they just know to build nests. They just know where to find food. They're not like us. They don't, at least I don't think that they think about, oh, well, maybe I should put, this in the nest versus that. They're not decorating it. But God made each and every color. God made each and every feather. God made the beak to look a certain way depending on the species of birds. There's so many different species of birds. I don't even know, honestly, how many there are. There's so many different species of fish and other sea creatures that we haven't even discovered all of them yet. The ocean is so deep that we haven't figured out how to get all the way to the bottom yet. But each one is so different. Each species, I mean, if you look at a pigeon versus a macaw, or a shark versus a minnow, there's so many differences. But each one intricately works together to keep this cycle, this life cycle going. And it makes me think about us, humans, and the fact that we, at least I, have such an issue with comparing myself to someone else. Like, I don't look like this person, or I don't act like this person, or I don't have the, you know, the same wants or the same convictions as another person. And I wonder myself, is that, am I supposed to be like that person? And then I think about God creating the birds and the fish and making each one of them different, making each one of them serve a purpose. So I sit here and I go, well, maybe I'm different for a reason. I think about, to use a comparison, I think about me and my sister. I love my sister so much. She makes me laugh. I can talk to her about anything, but we're so different. There's not a lot of similarities between us, but that's okay. We both encourage the different in us. She encourages my crazy, outlandish, ability to be colorful and bold and all that, and I encourage her softness, her ability for structure, and her ability to do things that I could never do. She is so much more organized than I will ever be. But that's okay. And I think about my friends, and I think about the people God put in my life and how much different I am from them. But I think that's the point. The point is God created all of these different animals. God created all these different bird species and all these different fish species and other assorted creatures that are in the ocean for a reason. So here's my question to you. And I want you to be honest with yourself and honest with God. Have you ever compared yourself to someone else? Have you ever thought to yourself, well, I'm not good enough because I'm not like that person? And I'll admit to you that I have. I've done it my whole life. We all have. But I compare myself to people and I'm like, I'm not that way. Why am I not that way? And I think I'm not that way because I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be me, not someone else. So that's my question for you. And how do you see the goodness that is you? How do you see the spark that God made you to have? I see myself as I'm colorful. I love being bold and being honest and being real and being raw. And that's what God made me to be. And sometimes I struggle with it because I'm not like everyone else. I've never been like everyone else. And it's hard. But I see that God made me this way for a reason. And I may not know the entire reason yet. But I know that He loves me and He made me this way. So where can you find the wonderfulness that God made you to be? Answer that question. Think about it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. It is Saturday. It is my lazy day. So I hope you guys find hope today. And I hope you guys see how wonderful you are. And you can work with God on comparing yourself to everyone else. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.